Good morning, everybody. Well, I got up at 5 a.m. I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna make 4 of these butterball turkey sausage patties. I'm not a 5 a.m. kind of morning person, can you tell? I'm gonna make 4 of these. I'm not hungry. I don't like eating this early in the morning, but I'm afraid I might be hungry on this half, so I'm gonna just sort of munch on these and try to wake up here.
Okay.
All right, guys, you can sure tell this one's tinted. Putting it on, gonna let it soak in. This will be my sunscreen for the day, and then I'm gonna try, believe it or not, I'm gonna try to cover this up with a smidge of makeup so that it's not so obvious that I have this much sunscreen on. It is pitch black outside, very dark, and cold, chillier than I thought it would be, so.
It says it's 66.
It is very weird, but I am that person who bathes in sunscreen in the dark, knowing I'm gonna be outside.
It's gonna be cloudy. And the sun's not really
Michael
out.
makes a lot of fun of me and my sunscreen.
By the time you get back, it's only going to raise about 1 degree than it is right now. You might want to think about putting.
I have rethought putting on a jacket.
Yeah, maybe.
I have. Yesterday I was scoffing at the idea of putting a jacket on because I didn't want to carry it if I ended up having to take it off. But now that I've been outside to take Abra out for her morning pee, it is pretty chilly out there. So
we'll reassess and get back to you.
Exactly.
Next up.
3 of the Heart and Soil fire starters. Michael's making me take these. He explains to me why every single day, and I take them dutifully, but I don't remember why, and then I have to ask again. And I'm gonna have to ask again this morning. Why am I taking
these? It's like taking your pre-workout.
He says it's like pre-workout. It's to make sure I burn fat and not carbs. I didn't eat any carbs.
Well, you didn't eat any carbs, so you need a fat source. You need an energy source.
And I have covered in sunscreen, but I just went outside to take Abra out, and it is like 65, but the temperature is supposed to drop for the next 3 hours and get down to 63, which is a beautiful temperature, except that it's super duper windy and supposed to start raining in the next hour. So this is so ideal, and I'm actually, now that I'm covered in sunscreen, gonna have to throw a jacket on, so yay. Any final words?
Hey, good luck. It's a little cooler than what we thought it was going to be, so that's good.
It's chilly. I was joking. This fanny pack, typical Florida. Here I am leaving to do a half marathon in the dark, and I have to pack a coat, sunglasses, and sunscreen.
You never know.
You never know in Florida, right?
And it's also rained overnight, but it's dry again.
And they're calling for a possible chance of rain, and I have nothing to protect me from that. So
we're basically driving the course right now to get to the start line. It looks like they're getting 1 lane.
Michael runs this route very frequently, about once a week, right? Or back when you were
Something
running
like
more
that,
regularly, yeah. So he's actually run this route before and is telling me all about it here, but good to see there's lots of cops out since they've only closed 1 lane instead of the entire like causeways and stuff. There's a lot of cops out. So.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right, so you've got me for a couple of hours now. I'm at the gym, and I'm going to go in and do some functional workouts. I'll take a few videos there and let you see what I'm doing while Jules gets started at the half marathon, and then I'll take you with me for a couple of hours, and we'll see what we're going to get into while we wait for Jules to finish.
Gorgeous.
good-looking mama who never was around. She grew up tall and she grew up bright with them Indiana boys and the Indiana night. All right, two more lady champions making that turn.
So it's about 9:52. I just checked in on Jules' live location. It looks like she has, I think, maybe 2 miles left, just kind of assuming, knowing that route. And she's getting ready to make her last turn onto the last causeway, and that's where she will finish, on the other side of the causeway. So I think what I'm going to do is leave now. I told you before I worked out. Now I'm showered, taking Abra for a walk, and I think she's napping behind me. I've had my protein shake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave now. I think we told you the other day I got to switch Jules' cheat chips out. So I'm going to run by Publix, get those for her. And then I think what I'm going to do, because she's running with a friend today, I think she said Dr. Polly. So I'm going to run by Starbucks and get them both one of our Passion Tango teas. Maybe a nice little surprise for when they finish. And then after I do that, I'm going to head on over to the finish line. And I think, barring maybe 15 minutes, I think I'll be on time. So come along with me and let's see if we can find her at the finish line. Well, I picked her up, and we are headed back. I did end up getting her and our chiropractor tea, so that was good.
That was really nice. He met me with a...
I wasn't sure if I'd have the time, but we timed it perfectly. By the time I got parked, I could see them down over a little hill where they had just finished. Yeah, when I was parking, I could see you guys walking on down there. So that was perfect time.
4 hours and 12 minutes, which I know is not impressive. We did walk the whole thing. But I am not sore. I am not sore anywhere. I was sore in my groin for the majority of the walk, but it was only twinges. It wasn't like super painful. It was just sore. Okay. My knees did bother me for about half of it, and then all of a sudden that just went away. But my feet never hurt at all. Not at all. Not in these Vivo shoes. I cannot believe I did the 13, and I'm not just saying this because I like these shoes. I'm being completely honest.
No, I know. You would have told me.
My feet did not hurt at all. They're not sore. They're not tired. I don't feel like I've walked on concrete for 13 miles in barefoot shoes at all.
On the road. You guys are on the road.
Like, my feet feel fine. I could, as far as my feet go, I could have turned around and done it again.
Wow. So yeah, first thoughts for you. Was it fun? Did you have a good time?
I had so much fun.
Would you have had a good time without Dr. Polly?
I would have enjoyed it. Okay. But no, I just think she's just such an amazing human
I just
being.
Wondered how fun was. So
fun to talk to. She's tribe vibe. Like I absolutely love doing it with her. She had me laughing a lot of the time, and she was motivational. You know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. had a really good time doing it with her.
She told me she had to jog a little bit because Julie's stride is so much longer.
I'm
than
5'8". And I have long limbs. So I have a really long stride, and she kept trying to say, I don't know if I can keep this pace up, and I'm like, well, I'll slow down. She's like, no, not yet. We'll slow down when I'm ready. But she never did. She never slowed down. And then when she finally felt like she couldn't keep up with me, she just started jogging, and she jogged a good bit of it.
Outside of I'm going to play ignorant like I've not ran this before. Outside of the causeways, was it pretty flat?
Yeah, it was totally flat.
Okay.
And the causeways, I've walked our dog over the O'Galley Causeway dozens and dozens of times. The O'Galley Causeway was easy breezy. It's so easy. It is.
It's like, because it's nature, or second nature. It's like home to us. So I know every.
But by the time we got to the Indian Causeway, oh my goodness, the wind came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we were bending over, fighting to get up this hill in the wind. I don't know how many miles per hour it actually was, but it was so bad. And then the sand, all of a sudden the wind had sand in it, and it was getting in our eyes and in our mouth and blasting our exposed skin.
So was that the low point, you think?
That was the low point. It was the high point because we were going up the causeway, but that was rough. And then we got to the top of the causeway, and silly me, I was thinking, well, once we get to the top of the causeway, the wind will start blowing us down. That's not how it works. The wind was against us all the way back down the causeway too.
Was it a cross bridge, or was it just coming one side?
It felt like it was coming straight at us.
That's the way it felt at home when I was walking Abra. On the camera, you can probably see that. Okay, you said last night, you told them that you thought that it was, let's roll that back. We had locals tell us that this used to be called the Melbourne Musical Marathon. So you mentioned the music. So what kind of music was on the course?
Well, there was a chance for rain, so some of the music got rained out, and that includes the grand piano that was supposed to be at the top of the causeway. I was really disappointed about that. But I tell you what, the locals who live near the course, really made up for it. Somebody had brought out 4 big speakers all the way down that causeway, on the downhill part of it. Yeah. People were out in their cars, in their Jeeps, with their stereos, their radios, anything and everything they had to play music. So
that's awesome.
You would hear a song coming and from far away on the wind, and then as soon as you would pass it, and they would cheer you on and tell you got this. And you passed the music, and you could already hear the next music the whole way, just about the whole way.
Wow.
Especially Causeway, Riverside Drive, and then the other causeway. But as far as live music, there was one band that was playing 90s kind of grunge music. Two guys on a guitar singing. That was the first one. There was a man on a saxophone, and he was playing with a track, I think.
Okay.
There was an oboe and a violin that were playing together. There was another guy with a guitar singing.
I passed a Renaissance crew going across one of the causeways to come pick you up.
I must not have seen them. Yes. I'm sorry. I forgot all about them.
Oh, it looked like a Renaissance.
Yes, they were playing a recorder. They had a bagpipe.
Did they? I didn't see the bagpipe.
Yeah, they had some other Renaissance-y type instruments, and it was so windy, and I really could hardly hear them.
I bet.
And it wasn't the kind of music that kind of got us pepped up, and we had just gone all the way to the top of this hill, and it was like, I want to stay and listen to you guys, but I've got to keep going.
Yeah.
But the locals were so encouraging, and they would bring out their karaoke mic, and they would make jokes to crack us up. And I started to go the wrong way one time, and the guy was there with the mic. He's like, "Hey, little girl, not that way, wrong way."
Oh my God!
And Dr. Polly, she had gone on. She was ahead of me a little bit, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh no!" So I jogged back and did it over again, and everybody was laughing. And there were water stations everywhere, and I only drank 2 little Dixie cups of water because I was trying so hard not to have to use a porta potty. I do not like porta potties, and I made it. I didn't have to go, but I have to pee now so bad.
That's the goal, right? Even when I'm doing it, is to not have to.
And you don't even have to sit. Can you imagine having to sit in a porta potty?
No.
Dr. Polly did use one, and then she said it wasn't that bad. So, I might have been.
It did look like there were plenty on the course, so maybe.
There were a lot of water stations too, and people were giving out oranges. But some of the locals had come out with a little picnic tables and were giving out candy or almonds or whatever they had, crackers.
Nice.
I had an absolutely wonderful time.
That's great.
I don't know why. I would do it again today. I would do it again right now. Like, I feel so good. I am so surprised. My appetite is kicking in and I am a little hungry.
Yeah.
But I, honest to God, do not hurt anywhere. I'm not in, like, even my groin that was starting to be sore, gone away. My knees don't hurt. My feet don't hurt.
I think I interrupted you a second ago when I asked that. Do you remember what you were going to say? You started to say something and then I asked if you would do it again.
No, I think you just excited me so much I cut you off because I would probably don't have it in me to do another 13 miles right now, but I would turn around and do it again tomorrow. I would do it tomorrow.
That's good.
Had an absolute ball. I'm glad that I took this fanny pack because I needed the sunglasses. I never did have to put sunscreen on again. I'm afraid I may be a little bit burnt on the back of my neck, but I don't know for sure.
Did you wear sunglasses or did you just say that?
Yeah, I did. I had to put them on pretty early. But my jacket, which I didn't want to bring a jacket, but I had to wear that for about the first 2 miles and then I was warm. But I didn't even really break a sweat. The temperature today has been like in the 60s.
The wind is so cool. Yeah, it's it just hit 70 and we're at what, 11 o'clock in the morning. So it stayed mid 60s for you almost the whole way. That's great. When you have a light breeze, this is more than a light breeze, but that's great weather to get out and do it in. Well, show them your swag, show them the medal. This was the year of the honeybee. They pick an animal every year. It's been turtles before. Yeah, I'm not going to give my thoughts on that.
My bib is blue, and I was following blue signs all day. So when I get to the end of the race, there's blue medals and there's yellow medals.
Okay.
The full marathoners have yellow bibs, and we're following yellow signs all day. So when the girl went to give me the yellow, I was like, no, I didn't do the full. And she's like, I know. And she started to give me the yellow bib, and I really thought this, and I couldn't read it. It doesn't say half marathon on it anywhere, I don't think. And wait, yes it does. Big green letters. It says half.
Well, on the
I was like, no, I'm blue, and I pointed to my bib, and she's like, you're the half. This is the half, and I was like, okay. But I thought she was wrong, and I was trying to get the wrong one. I was not trying to get the finisher's full medal. I thought I was getting, like, I have a blue bib. I followed blue signs all day. Why is my medal yellow when they were yellow bibs?
That's weird.
Yellow signs, and theirs is blue. So
maybe that was a mistake.
I'm going to cringe about that for the rest of my life. That was so embarrassing. I don't know how many people saw me and thought that stupid girl is trying to get the full medal for only walking a half. Like, that wasn't it at all. I was so confused.
Here's the thing. No one typically questions the people handing out the medals, but they're not right all the time. So for you to do that's
she
not
had
cringe.
both arms outstretched with medals on both arms.
Yeah.
So I thought she was asking me to pick. And it was blue and yellow, and I just knew I was blue. I've been following blue all day. So when she kind of took that arm and ducked it away from me and was trying to hold out the yellow arm,
that's pretty good logic. I mean,
oh my God, I was so mortified that I did that. I'm like, oh, please tell me nobody saw, because that was so embarrassing.
Well, the finish line looked kind of fun, although
there was no finish line.
I was getting ready to say it looked like there was no start and there was no finish. There was a timing mat and a photographer. So, yeah, that's what I heard when I was asking the girls there before we started back. There were no corral assignments.
It was shotgun.
So there's no timing unless you were doing the full and you wanted to follow a pacer, because I did see on Julie's email that they had pacers, so I guess you kind of lined up with them like you would any race. But it was a shotgun start, and in today's time a shotgun start shocks me. We did that in Port St. Lucie when we did the Halloween, and it's just not. There was no gunpowder, there was no smoke, there was no nothing. They were like the full was supposed to start at 6:05 or 6:10, but they were about 5 minutes late. Okay. And it was like, okay, go. And then we waited for like 20 minutes, and then same thing for us. It was like, okay, it's go. But that's literally how they said it. Like, it wasn't like on your mark. And it didn't say walkers maybe to the middle back wow. So we were all just kind of lackadaisical about the start. People who did the full actually just did the same track twice, I believe. Yeah, they did 2 loops. So we actually, we got passed by people a couple times. But anyway,
It was absolutely fun.
So when I went to pick Julie up, I did see the last person in the 2 cop cars, I think they had a U-Haul that was pulling up the cones. So I saw the end of, whether it was the full or the half, I saw the last person at the race.
I believe there was cones the entire way, and I thought having never really done anything like this before, only one place on the entire track was confusing. But we just followed the cones. We just stayed to the right of the cones the whole way. It was so well marked, and they had signs everywhere to point you in the right direction. The only time we got confused, that I went the wrong way. I had cut a corner off, and I didn't realize I was doing it.
It's okay. We all do that mistakenly.
So I just let me just circle back and do it again. But it was very well marked course.
It did seem like it because I guess I drove almost all of it. By the time I went one way to drop you off and went the other way to pick you up, I got to see both sides of it.
I'm so grateful he met me with a tea because I was so thirsty.
It's no big deal.
I made my 4 sausages this morning, but I gave 2 of them to Aber for breakfast, so I only had the 2, and I was a little not really hungry, but just at no point did I feel like I was depleted. I won't say that.
Oh, that's good.
You can just pull in and I'll finish real quick.
Sure.
At no point did I feel like I was depleted, and I really didn't even feel hungry, but I was starting to feel like, I need a little something, and water's not going to be it. On an empty stomach, water isn't going to be it. So the fact that he met me with this sugar-free drink that has a really good taste.
Had some taste. I was hoping that...
I couldn't have finished this race and drank water. It wasn't going to work. It was too hot. It was too windy.
Dr. Polly thought I had gotten one for myself. She didn't realize.
I thought you did too, and I was like, I didn't want to offer it to her.
I just wanted to wait to where I could explain to her. I was like, if you don't like tea, because I didn't want her to feel it. Not everybody likes tea, especially sugar-free tea. So I just wanted to let her know.
Such a good boo. He is such a good boo. He's so supportive and so nice.
But I've tried to take care of everything so she can rest the rest of the day. So Abra's had her walk. We're good there. Pizza.
Today's gonna be a pizza day.
And I'm excited for that. I tried to work out a little bit harder myself at the gym so that I could earn this today. So
had a blast. This is what the medal looks like if you did the half. Please.
If you did that,
take a screenshot so you don't do what I did
and get the wrong one.
Well, that's what it looks like this year. I think every year they have a different animal, and this was the year of the bee.
I know. I was really hoping it would be the sea turtle because I thought
I should give this to my uncle. He works with a beekeeper. He would love this. Maybe.
It's true.
I don't know.
He does collect things. That's true.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna call this video a wrap, and we'll.
I'm sure we'll see you back whenever we get the pizza.
Yep. Might be 2 pizzas. I might be in the mood.
Oh, and I did get to stop at Publix to get her chips. I guess I didn't tell you that, did I?
Thank
I did
you.
Get to do that real quick. So I got
I'm excited about my candy, but my chocolate, but I don't like to finish the day on a sweet note. I like to
I'm more excited about the
though.
Pizza and the chips, honestly. Me too.
I'm gonna have to get a thumbnail. Let's do that now.
Okay.
I just got out of the shower, put on some comfy, baggy clothes. I'm gonna sit here and wait on my pizza to get here. All right, guys, here it is. We ended up each getting a pizza. Medium. These are medium sizes. This is mine, extra ricotta and cheese, square cut with pineapple. I'm a pineapple on my pizza kind of girl. What did you order? I didn't even know.
I ordered pepperoni, extra cheese, lightly crispy.
Oh, I can't even tell you how good this smells. I cannot wait to tear into this. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
Let's do this.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
It's okay. Oh my goodness.
Speak. 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 Good girl. Whisper. Good girl. That's a good girl. Spin.
Oops.
Spin. Good girl. Down. I didn't say roll over yet. Come. Come on. Yeah, right. Roll over. Go get it.
All right, well, I just totally passed out on the couch, and got about a nice 2-hour nap. I guess it was a carb coma from all that pizza. This is what I'm gonna have as my sweet. What time is it? It's now almost 4:30, and Michael's getting his little candy pile together here. So we're not gonna be watching the Super Bowl, but we're gonna be acting like we're watching the Super Bowl, like it's Super Bowl weekend. I'll show you what he's got. These are homemade chocolate chip cookies from our Pups Babysitter and frosted sugar cookies from Target brand. Everybody can recognize these. I do like Favor Reds.
Yeah, you like the favorites, me too.
These are really, really good. So this is what he chose to snack on. And we're gonna watch this documentary. Is this YouTube we're on here?
I am obsessed right now with English history. So I started with the Plantagenets, working my way through there, and now we're up with the Tudors next, which is Julie's favorite. So this is a 5.5-hour documentary on the entire Tudor dynasty.
I am delighted. I have been reading English history my entire adult life and loving it. Thought many times about doing a series on our channel, but haven't figured out exactly what I can contribute here. But I'm delighted he's taken a sudden interest in English history, because this is something that I love and we can talk about together. So we're gonna sit down and begin this.
That time of day.
Never fails. I think we're gonna wrap this vlog up here. It's almost 7 o'clock, and we just started a show on, is it Stars?
It's on Stars.
It's not a new show. It came out a few years
Amber's
ago.
tearing the house down.
That's our dog going
She's
through
got
her toy box.
Yeah, getting her bones through her
I
toy
just
box.
put that toy away too.
Post-race, how you feeling?
I took a nap. I slept for a couple hours, and then we had our.
Gorge.
For me, I had it wasn't a gorge.
No.
I had some Lindor and some of those Siete avocado oil potato chips.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad at all.
No, I don't feel bad at all either.
I am excited to go back to a regular diet tomorrow, though.
Yeah, we didn't finish any of that, did we? I mean, any one product, so that was good.
There's literally animal bones flying around
There
there.
are behind us.
But how do I feel?
Yes.
My knees got sore after I took a nap. I don't know if it's because I was on the couch for a few hours.
Okay.
My knees are a little bit sore. My feet, my ankles still do not hurt at all. They haven't hurt all day.
Okay.
My hips don't hurt. I was having during the race I had mentioned that I was having pulling in my groin. That hasn't bothered me. That stopped before the race was done, and it never came back.
Okay.
So the only thing that's bothering me a little bit is my knees, and it just so happens we have an appointment with Dr. Polly tomorrow. So I was like, "Are you really wanting to work the day after a half?"
Julie gets her glow up tomorrow. She has a salon appointment in the morning, and then she's going to get her back and her knees and everything else.
It's just my hair. It's just my hair. But it's
she'll be a new person by the end of the evening.
I've got some grays coming in. So yeah, Dr. Polly is working tomorrow, so we're going to definitely go see her and have her put me back together, and you too.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. So that was race day. I finished it. I think I always was concerned that I wouldn't finish it. Not because I didn't think I was able to walk 13 miles, but because I've never done it in barefoot shoes, and I was really concerned that was going to be a problem. I was wrong. The racetrack actually did not go right by our house like I thought it would.
No, it's like what, 2 blocks over?
Oh no, almost half a mile.
Was it? Okay.
Because we turned up at Publix.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
So yeah, it was like half a mile away. I was really hoping that Michael could come out and meet and wave us in the street.
I was too.
As we passed by our house, but I misunderstood the racetrack, so that was my bad. But
we did do the best.
Had a really good time. As soon as I woke up from my nap, I was like, okay, I'm ready to do another one. When can we do another walk another half? So.
You get the bug. That's the way I feel after races too. No, you did great, and I'm glad you enjoyed.
I had a really good time. Really fun.
And I'm glad you're not too sore, and I hope you
just my knees, and it's the right more than the left, and I would say if we're talking pain scale 0 to 10, 4, like 5. It's just enough to be a little annoying. I know I'll probably will sleep it off. If I don't sleep it off, I might take some ibuprofen tomorrow. But
sleep well tonight, and then whatever's left over, Dr. Polly can get rid of tomorrow.
I'm excited. I had a really good time. Did you have a fun day?
I did have a fun day. The day flew by. It started early.
Well,
but it flew
we got
by.
home from the race, and I absolutely could not believe that this was criminal. I finished this whole half marathon thinking about pizza the whole way, and I get home and the pizza places aren't even open yet. So we have to wait wait like an hour for the pizza places to open, and then call and order to have it delivered. So I thought that's criminal. but other than that, I slept almost a 2-hour nap, and then this day just is gone. It's just disappeared. So
it has. It really has. But yeah, no, it was a very fun Sunday, I think. And I think we've all had fun. I think Amber had a good day too. And we're going to finish with our booch, our show.
Oh yeah, this is my homemade booch, and Michael was drinking a store-bought.
I think we said the last sale we had at Target the other day.
We decided to replace our clear glass bottles with amber glass bottles whenever there's a sale.
Yeah, only when there's a sale.
The store. If the sale is good, we'll buy store-bought kombucha and then use that amber glass bottle. Because I feel like mine is fermenting better and tasting better, the ones I do in the amber glass. So.
And that makes sense with the live cultures in it, but only when it's on sale because they're getting outrageous. They're over $4, and we got these 2 for $6, which is what they've been on sale before, back in Charlotte 2 or 3 years ago. So when we see them, we're slowly replacing them all to amber colored. So this is the last store-bought that we had. Jules is drinking her own. We'll probably go back to Big Dog, maybe Tuesday, since we've got it tomorrow. We kind of got to...
Yeah, we need to... we got to make sure they're open on Tuesdays. I can't remember what day of the week they're closed.
But that's kind of going to be one of our staples.
Yeah.
Is
I love Big Dog. Oh my goodness. I would drink their kombucha every day of the week, and I really wish I knew their secrets.
I would too.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. I may or may not vlog tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Depends on what we get into. But I hope you're enjoying your
Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, Super Bowl is today. Shoot. Is it on yet?
Just to kick off, I think a few minutes ago.
If anybody out there is watching the Super Bowl, break a leg. See you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Sorry about the background noise in that vlog, but this is what we've got going on over here. She's just going to town. This was actually a Christmas gift from my brother and his wife, her aunt and uncle. It's a bone that was filled with some kind of peanut butter, but she's eaten all of it out a couple times, and I refill it with melted cheese. Yeah, see?
Yeah, we stick it in the oven just long enough for it to kind of coat the insides of the bone.
She's obsessed with this.
And she loves it.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
Have a good night, guys. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Oh. Good night.